Hi, guys. Thank you for your patience. When my dad comes knocking and wants to visit, everything stops, no matter what. He's an important guy to me, so I appreciate your patience and understanding. But I'm gonna get you back to what we were doing. Okay, so here's where I'm at with this so far. I'm so excited, you guys. If you look back here, can you see? He bought me baby wipes. We have no babies, but they're the most amazing thing for when you work in the painting business for removing paint. So again, let's go over this since I had to take a break. This is what I'm using. This is Redesign by Prima. This is a transfer and it's usable on furniture, glass, your house, your doors, food mixers, you name it, it can go on anything. So what I did was this came in a bunch of different sheets since this is a very large one. This is 44 by 30. I just spent last night cutting out and then placing and trying to find the right pattern and came up with what I thought would work and taped it up with tape just to keep it that way. And now I'm back to getting it put on. So inside of that canister is your application tool. I don't have the more permanent tool at this point. They do sell them, but this is what comes in with the kit. So far I've gotten this part done. Let me show you. See how I've wrapped it around. Can you see that? I don't know if it's, I need a new selfie stick. So I wrapped it around so it gives kind of a 3D effect. And I'm working now on this part. So not sure if anybody's still out there or not, but I'm going to continue to work. I'll look up every once in a while and see what's going on. This I might have to just use my fingers and see if I can get it to stick because it's very delicate. I had said earlier, I normally don't cut them out this thinly. There's words and stuff that were on the background of this, and I wasn't sure if I wanted the words or not. So normally you have a little bit of a thicker area. This is really thin area, but I'm hoping to make it work. I may just have to do more pressing and playing around with it though. There we go. See that? So I've already started to peel off and see that one's not down. So I'm going to apply pressure. And start back with peeling. And I'll go back over this with sandpaper to burnish it. I think it's the word that they use. And then I have my X-Acto knife. Hi, Sharon. Thanks for your patience in coming back. So I'll use my X-Acto knife in between the drawer slats. So I'm going to just gently see if that took. Yep. So that's good. It's just about patience and, so I don't know if everybody out here knows this or not, but I'll share a little bit about what my history. So I'm going to say about 9 years ago now, maybe a little longer, a little less, I cannot remember. I had been walking into a store during, we had mad snow, and there had been ice, and unbeknownst to me, in front of the store was kind of like a decline, and I did not realize this, but ice had formed from a drip and improper drainage, and then fresh snow had fallen onto that ice and hit it. So what happened was I took that first step, hit ice, and went down. And I fell backwards, completely backwards, just missed hitting a ledge, which would have just been even worse. Hit the concrete and was unconscious. I don't even remember that part of it. I just remember feeling kind of this weird bang, and then I dealt with being unconscious. And then finally I came to because there was people talking around me and I could hear that in my blackness. I came to and I couldn't see, I couldn't talk or anything, but they helped me stand up. And once I stood, I couldn't see, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't see. Well, come to find out, the impact of the fall had knocked my glasses off. So I just can remember the world kind of like being out of focus. I could hear them talking and I wanted to respond, but I couldn't get my words to form. So Bill walked me to the car and sat me in the car, and I sat there for a few minutes and realized that I needed to be seen by someone because I wasn't feeling right. I felt very odd, and so he took me to the ER, and pretty sad. I had to ask for a CT scan. I was afraid that I was going to have like a hemorrhage or a bleed or something like that. And while waiting for the doctor, I had vertigo hit me. So vertigo causes you to feel like the world is spinning, and I didn't know it, but of course, obviously, I had a very traumatic brain injury, so I had a concussion going on top of everything else. And so needless to say, that basically changed my life, and I no longer enjoy doing the things that I used to enjoy. I used to work in corporate sales. I actually worked for a cemetery corporation and traveled to Champaign and Bloomington, and I'd been doing that for quite a few years, and I no longer really enjoyed it. I didn't want to be on the road anymore, and it took quite a while for me to feel like myself again. I had anger issues and stuttering issues. Now, the reason I'm sharing this with you is the brain trauma kind of changed my brain. I enjoy like fine detail work. I enjoy taking my time and getting like a really cool result. To me, that's my favorite part of it. I love the time spent on it. I have much more patience on that part of my life than I would ever. I could never have done this before. I was too impatient. I was always on the go. Now I enjoy that solitude and focus, and I just thought I would share a little bit about what I did before. And just, it's amazing how your brain can change you and you don't even realize, like a quick fall can change everything about your life. And now, look at me. I am doing something that I absolutely love. I'm inspired every day to get up and work hard and produce and create. And I'm happy. Took a long time to get there. Wasn't so easy after that trauma. So anyways, I hope I didn't bore you. I probably told you that story, didn't I, Emily? Look at all the details on this. This is about the time you think, why did I cut out all those details? So earlier I was on M, and my sweet little dad showed up. He had just ran to Sam's and brought me a whole box of baby wipes, which is awesome. You know how much we go through those. And then he brought me paper towels. It was just the best stuff. So I thought that was awesome. And of course I have to shut it off because I love our little visits that we get. They're precious. I'm gonna have to work on YouTube. I can't figure out why, but for some reason, unless you have like massive amount of subscribers, it would not let me go live today. And obviously I had never tried to go live, so I didn't know that until right now, that unless you have a bunch, something about live streaming, see, all that technical stuff just throws me. I got to look into researching as to why I couldn't do that. I think I can probably record. I just can't go live. Okay, so I am going to actually get rid of part of this, so it's not hindering me and in my way. And I'm working that into the corners. Luckily, transfers are pretty pliable. Like, you can really work stuff like into the corners. You can get a good grip on things and make them kind of follow a line like here. Like, I want it to go from one drawer to the next drawer, and then I'll use my X-Acto knife to go back over it so that you can actually use it. Who else popped on here? That's out of my... What do you mean that's out of your wheelhouse? All this design stuff, or what's out of your wheelhouse? You mean the details of this? Well, hi, Kayla. Are you getting excited about your buffet? I know I am. Emily, the one that's watching, she's the one that helped me come up with that color. She uses Bunker House Blue a lot. So I'm super excited. So I'm starting Kayla's buffet this week. Oh, YouTube. Oh, I know. I'm trying so hard to learn all this new technology, and it's not easy for me. There's so many different things to each one of them, the social pages and what you can and what you can't do and how to add. And I'm hoping you come over sometime, though, this week, and we can discuss Pinterest, because that one is still just baffling me. And I don't want to be baffled by it. I want to beat it. But look at that. Gorgeous. Hard to work an air bubble in this one, Em. That's awesome. Aren't you excited? So Emily's getting ready to do a cool piece with one of these transfers. And can I share, Em, what you're going to do? Because it's super cool. Let me know if you approve of me sharing, because I don't want to give away your vision if you don't want me to share that. Emily paints like I do. Okay, let's see here. You guys, I swear it's normally much easier. If I hadn't cut all these little tiny branches and stuff off, it would be so much easier. These go on much quicker. But this is actually, okay, a good way to show you. You can make as much detail out of it as you want to as little detail as you want. I think this is going to be really pretty, though. So what have I not put down? Let's see. Okay, I need my scissors because I'm pulling away what I don't want to yet. So this has to get rubbed down a little harder. Oh, you guys, look how pretty. Look at that. Okay, so Emily's giving me permission. So Emily has a tall boy, and it is going to be so cool. So a transfer from Redesigned by Prima made a steampunk transfer. And it's got mechanical gears, and it's got skulls, and it's got just really wicked looking design aspect to it. And she is going to rock it out and put that on that tall boy. And I guarantee you she's going to have people fighting over it. It is going to be gorgeous. Are you painting it in Caviar? Or are you using like Midnight Sky? Or what are you thinking? Okay, so see, going back to these. Okay, guys. So let me bring in as close as I can. So here it is. And see how I have this in the corner? Well, if I wasn't careful with it, it could rip. So what I'm going to do here is I know that this is my drawer, so I'm just going to carefully go like this. Make sure your blade is sharp. And then I'm going to go over this anyways with some sandpaper. And I'll fix this all up. If I have to, I could always add some paint in there. And then I know right down here it needs to be separated. And I'll poke that down. Poke that up. And I think that's everything. And then, like I said, once I open these doors, I can fix all of that. And I'll go through with my fingers and rework. I see a little spot up here. There we go. Pretty nifty, huh, guys? And you can actually even lay transfers. So like if I decide later I want words, I can come back in and put some words over here or over here and add a little bit more detail to it. It's just going to depend on when I step back and decide, do I like something? Do I not like something? Do I want to add anything? Like here, do I want to add this to it? Do I not want to add this to it? I have to decide. So we'll come back to that. Hi, Francisca. How are you doing? Francisca, she's a furniture artist painter too. She does the most amazing work. You want to talk about fast? She's fast. Like, I swear to God, in one day she's got a piece done. Like, how do you do that, Francisca? Like, ultimate life goals. Life goals there. Got my messy house in the background here. So anyways, I have to decide, is that going to be enough, or do I want to add just a little bit more detail? Do I not? But so you'll want to go over with like a very light sandpaper, like a 220. You don't want it to have much, and they call it burnishing. So I'll go over this with sandpaper and do a burnish so that this sticks on here good, that there's no bubbles underneath it before I top coat it. And make sure everything is adhered nicely so that it looks good. So I'll take my time with this and go back over it before I top coat it. Make sure it's sticking good, that there's nowhere that it's lifted, like even right there's a little spot right there. And then I'll make sure everything looks okay. All that is done before I will top coat it. And I'm just going to use a regular top coat on it from Dixie Belle called Flat. I'm just going to do it in flat. So you hope they do. Emily, your work's outstanding. So everybody's going to be loving that. And it's something that you don't see very often. You don't see a lot of steampunk. I love unusual pieces, and I think that's going to be one of those unusual pieces. So yay or nay, what do you guys think? Did you enjoy learning like transfers and what it can do and how to apply them? So I'll go through here too later and do some distressing. I want some natural distressing. And on this side, I have more transfers. So let me walk that over there. Oh, I'm on a little tiny stool here. So let's pull this here. Okay. So see right here. Let's see here. Am I getting it? I cannot tell you guys. I'm like backwards when it comes to this kind of stuff here. So let's see here. There we go. So my idea, thank you, Emily, is to kind of fill this side with a little bit more and bring it around the corner. So that's my idea on that one. And I think that's going to probably work out really well. So anyways, I'm not going to stay on here and do this whole thing because there's so much detail on all of this that I wouldn't want to wouldn't want to bore you guys. But I did want to come on and at least do one little corner to give you guys an idea. So, oh yay, it's there. Oh good, okay. So anyways, I'm going to get off. I'm going to finish up my Sunday. Like I said, I had the grandkids over the weekend. Oh my God, I was so tired. Poor babies, they were so good. I'm just getting older. So today I rested a little bit before I came on here, and I've got like spicy chicken. Don't tell Bill it's spicy. In the crock pot right now, we're going to have chicken tacos, and I'm going to finish up this, burnish it with sandpaper, and then I'm going to use a flat top coat over it. Hardware is already done, and I think I might wax this top before or after I top coat. I can't decide. Kind of want to make it a little bit darker maybe. I might use like a brown wax over it just for some detail. So that's what I'm doing on a Sunday. So you guys have a good one. I'm going to finish this up, and I appreciate it if you share. If you're interested, share this video. Share my page. You can check me out on YouTube. I'm going to be trying to figure out how to upload onto there also. Maybe I'll just do some recorded videos and then upload them on there and give you guys an alert too. So, and then go over and like my Instagram page too. I think it's listed as Refurbished Treasures by Lori Fernero, or it might be like Lori Fernero Designs. Oh my gosh, I'll have to go on there and post that, you guys. So, well, you guys have a great evening. Enjoy your Sunday. Bye.